I've got some red onion skins. Take those to the sauna. Submerge these. Now this is cool because the longer this sits, it becomes an orange instead of a yellow. Now set down a mixing bowl and place a strainer inside. Time to strain that red onion. That color looks amazing. All right, this is my red onion liquid. It'll trickle in slowly. I made so many natural dyes, and now we're gonna try out a bunch of different tie-dye methods. This one will be the classic twist, and then rubber band it right after you twist. Add as many as you want. Next, get a mason jar and some white vinegar. I'm adding 4 tablespoons. Squeeze your shirt and stick it inside the jar. There we go. And now add in your purple cabbage juice. Look at this already staining the t-shirt. Now this is crazy. It is actually turning pink where the vinegar is. So I'm gonna add a couple drops on top too as an experiment. Whoa. Make sure you get this nice and full. So I'm adding in more here. This is looking really cool. So now just lid this up. Make sure this is tight. Can't wait to see how this turns out. All right, and next put this right in the fridge and let this sit overnight. These are some all cotton shirts I got from Michael's. I'm adding in a container of soy milk. We're trying out 2 different processes to see which one is better. Next, get cream of tartar and sprinkle in 2 tablespoons. Now I'm just gonna mix this around and put in the t-shirts. Soak them under the milk. I'm gonna do 2 in the milk and 2 without. This should help the colors absorb better, so we will be putting that to the test, and the longer you let this sit, the better the colors apparently absorb. This I'm doing the classic spiral, but with many different colors. First, I'm gonna add some splotches here of vinegar. I'm starting with beets. I'm putting that in this quadrant right here. I'll add some yellow onion. I have golden beets. That looks like a nice yellow. Next, I'll try what I hope turns out as green. Doesn't look too green, but we'll see. And I'll end with some blueberries for this one. All right, and now just place this in a plastic bag and just make sure you label everything. The next one I'm rolling like this and then just tying knots like this. I'm gonna go ahead and name this the sausage link method. I have a feeling this one will be really good, so I'm gonna add a lot. All right, and now this one is ready to go as well. All right, now do as long as you can, but I understand everybody has a life here, so once it's time to move on and wring it out. This one, I'm doing the classic spiral. Now, I feel like colors are absorbing better already. Look how bright and absorbing this is. I think this is gonna be the trick. All right, now my wet ones are done. Very curious how this will turn out. I added a lot of matcha to this, but it doesn't even look green, so we will see. Now I'm just letting these sit in the fridge overnight, and we will see how these come out. All right, I let this sit overnight in the fridge. So now I'm gonna take this out. Woo! I am very excited about this. All right, first I'll take off these ties. Now let's just undo it. So this pink area is definitely what was affected by the vinegar. That looks pretty awesome, I have to say. So I wanted to try one that was a solid color, so only using one tie-dye color throughout. I think this came out pretty great, and I'm gonna put this in the wash and see what the final looks like. You are not gonna believe this, but check out this shirt after I took it out of the wash. I put it in there and it was purple, and I took it out and it was baby blue. Now I gotta say, I love this. I love this as an everyday tie-dye shirt. I think this looks not so corny with the super bright colors. Like I would just wear this any day of the week. For real, I love this. This really looks so cute and understated. I love it. I think the back looks awesome. And I love the classic swirl. This one's a success. Purple cabbage, guys, purple cabbage. Okay, I let this sit overnight to see if that affected the colors. This is the first one. This was a dry t-shirt. And this had 2 different types of beets. We had purple cabbage, turmeric, and blueberries. So let's see how this turned out. Okay, I'm just taking off these ties here. Okay, so this one came out very white, but these colors came out very bright. So we're gonna toss this in the wash. Next, I have the other shirt that I did dry, not in soy milk. So let's remove these ties. Colors feel really bright, so that's optimistic. All right, so really not a lot of color got in here. So maybe this tie method you can cross off your list. Now for the wet ones, I wanted to test a whole bunch of methods that I saw across the internet to see if any of them are true, and then I tried my own as well. So now for this one, this was dunked in soy milk and cream of tartar. Well, everyone, what a difference that made. We have our answer. You must dunk it in soy milk and cream of tartar. Now, I did not even let the shirt dry. I just dyed it right after I squeezed out the excess milk. This is night and day. Final wet one. This has matcha, blueberries, turmeric, purple cabbage, beets, and cherries. I wanted this one to be blue and green, but I don't know if I got green. I thought the matcha would have a more strong presence, but it feels like it didn't. I would say that the ones that were soaked were a success. So now I'm gonna wash these in the washer and dry them, because if you can't wash them, then it's really not worth doing at all. And we will see what the actual final result is, but I'm very happy with the ones I soaked. All right, everybody, I think this is absurd. So when I put these in the wash, you can see all the color is pretty much gone. This is the best one. It's very faint. I shouldn't say that it's a total fail. I mean, I think this is nice for something more subtle and everyday kind of look. All right, you can see the evidence of the tie-dye effect, but it did not leave an impression the way that I thought it would based on what we saw. So this one was the one that was soaked in soy milk and cream of tartar. I think it's safe to say that these are hand wash only. If anybody has any other tips, definitely let us all know. I am down to do this experiment again to see how I can get that color to really stay permanent, because you can see here the same thing kind of happened to the other one that I soaked in soy milk. It didn't really leave a great impression. It's very faint. The ones without soy milk, forget it. Not so great. So after all of this, I would say the clear winner is this one. This is my favorite. I would wear this every day. I love this. I think it came out really cute. I would definitely buy this. I like the baby blue color. This was purple cabbage, and this is the one that was in the mason jar with vinegar, no soy milk, no cream of tartar, and then this one was soaked overnight. I think this one had the best results. Curious what you all think, and any other tips and tricks, definitely let me know. But I thought this would be a helpful PSA to anybody interested in doing the all natural method. I did try methods that I saw on the internet, and then this one here was my own invention that I thought might work. And I'll leave you with this. If you do want to try this method as I did, hand wash only. I think that's what I'm leaving everybody with. Hope you all liked this video. This was definitely a lot of fun, and I really would do this again. Happy crafting and happy experimenting.